winter weather alert.
Good morning, everybody. We've got a lot to get to, so let's get right through it. We've got cloudy skies out there right now, but dry conditions. In the weather headlines, impactful snow will arrive this evening. That continues overnight and right into your Tuesday morning commute, and you will be able to shovel this. Your Tuesday morning commute obviously going to be affected by this one, so allow some extra time. And our next system will arrive after this one. We're dry, it looks like, for most of the rest of the week until we get into the weekend. So we do have a winter weather advisory that has been put out for our area. It doesn't start until 7 p.m. and this is a little bit different from this morning because the Weather Service has now added our northern counties. So this goes from 7 p.m. this evening through 4 p.m. on Tuesday. How much snow? Basically, in a nutshell, about 2 to 4 inches. Lighter amounts here, and from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo, probably about 3 or 4 inches. There could be an isolated 5-inch amount in there as well, so you can see certainly measurable snow. Nothing on radar right now. The rest of the day is going to be dry. Your evening commute mainly dry as well, but then as we start to go through the evening and the overnight period, that's when that snow will begin to fall. 17 degrees up there in Big Rapids, 23 in Fremont. It's 30 right now in Grand Rapids, 30 in Three Rivers, and as we pull out to a wider perspective, a couple of things going on. The wind is going to ramp up. The snow is going to start, and there's cold air lurking off here to the north and west. Once this system moves into and then out of the area, it will pull that colder air down in here. So you're going to feel sharply cooler temperatures over the next few days, but not so much right now. We'll only be in the 20s, I think, for the rest of the week. Look at all the moisture down there, and there's a lot of it. There are places from Chicago out to Kansas that will see at least 6 to 10 inches of snow from this system. We won't be that high here. It's going to be much less for us, but our forecast for the rest of today, we're talking mainly cloudy skies. Snow showers develop as we head through the evening and the overnight period. High temperatures today around 32 degrees. We'll have a northeast wind at about 7 to 14 miles per hour. Let's track it out. Here's Future Track HD. This is all being generated by this area of low pressure, and this is at noon. So as we go through the rest of the afternoon into the evening hours, you can see that snow gets a little bit closer. It's not quite in here yet, but as we get in about 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, that snow starts across the Michigan-Indiana border and then comes up to around the I-96 corridor. It'll probably go just past that and just north of that as well, but certainly south central and southern lower Michigan are the areas that will get in on this snow. It will eventually taper off as we head through our Tuesday, but it'll take the better part of the day to get out of here after leaving about 2 to 5 inches of snow across the area. Wednesday looks like a fairly dry day, but it will be noticeably cooler, especially with this Canadian high pressure building on in here. So let's look at snowfall totals. This is the European model, and this is giving us, you can see from areas to Grand Rapids down to the south, about 3 or 4 inches, and I would agree with that. I think that's pretty much on track. I want to show you the GFS model. This is another forecast model. This one is a little more aggressive with the snowfall totals. Again, I'm still thinking from Grand Rapids down to the south, probably on the order of about 3 to 4 inches with some isolated 5-inch amounts and lighter amounts up to the north. The other thing that we're going to have to deal with will be the winds, because the winds will ramp up. It's not windy out there right now, but by 6 p.m. you can see a lot of the forecast stations are reporting winds at probably about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Those are those larger, wider numbers with gusts a little higher than that. Watch what happens as we go into the evening. You can see the reds that come in here and right on into our Tuesday morning. So not only will we have the snow falling, and you'll have to deal with that, but it's going to be whipped around and blown around. So there'll be some blowing and drifting, and there'll be some reduced visibilities because of that. So watch out for that. And then as we go through the day on Tuesday, those winds will eventually come down, but there is going to be a time frame there from about 6 p.m. tonight till about probably noon tomorrow, where those winds will be out of the north and east at about 10 to 20 miles per hour, blowing and drifting that snow and creating certainly reduced visibility. So watch out for that, especially on your Tuesday morning commute. So PM and night snow in here, steady to moderate at times during the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. Temperatures today around 32 degrees. There's the snow will end late as we get into Tuesday. It'll be a gradually tapering off through the day with temperatures around 30 degrees. And then the colder air will punch in. We're in the mid-20s there for Wednesday, mid-20s on Thursday, upper 20s on Friday, maybe a little bit of sunshine. And then the next system with maybe some rain or snow or a mix coming in as we get into the upcoming weekend. We'll talk more forecast details for West Michigan coming up in the 11:30 half hour. Brody?